Well, 32 years later, I'm living my best life. So, and I have a strained throat from, the Ricky Martining at work for my birthday on Friday. So, you're going to have to forgive me. I mean, I've been taking as much, remedy as possible to keep myself from being as sick. Well, not sick, feeling as, hoarse as, from, that way we don't have to, this doesn't become a huge issue tomorrow, technically later today when my wife and friends are here. But the NASCAR Busch Series cannot seem to help itself, especially in the season opening NAPA 300 Busch race. And at Daytona, it's like we don't even get 100 yards past the start finish line and we're wrecking on lap one. It's like, what the fuck? And Corey Day, man, this was probably one of the drivers of the race in like the wild and crazy section. This man had 9 lives. First, he spins out off turn 4. Sorry, but he keeps, see what I mean? He keeps going and no caution. But somehow, he was slow as molasses, hitting the inside wall with the left rear. But then this is what ended stage 2, was stage 1. This, medium-sized one that collected the Sams, Sammy Smith and Sam Mayer, with Sam on Sam crime. But Gio Ruggiero, who basically lost the truck race last night. I was driving in that failed attempt to push my boy Nemechek to the win. He tore that shit up like Terry Labonte. But as for Mayer and Smith, it was not all gloom and doom because they got their cars fixed and still were able to continue on and race for the win. And poor Sheldon Creed was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And we saw a flying hood, a flying hood, and right before that, that sequence happened, and that didn't even bring out a caution. It was Luke Fenhouse's hood, and that happens in Thunder 03 and Thunder 04 all the time. So anyway, they brought back to green here, and Jesse Love was basically the only one taking the fight to Bobby Hill, aka Tubby, his own teammate. So it's like, is the field scared to pass this piece of shit into 21? And try to defeat him at his game at his restrictor plate tracks. It's like they're too scared to like make a move on him to the point where they're just gonna let him win. I don't understand it. It's like they haven't learned from past years where they did this shit too. The only time we got lucky was my birthday last year when I turned Robbie Gordon 31 years old when he blew his engine, and the other RCR car, as in Love, picked up the victory. See, Love and only a few other people, maybe like 2 or 3 other not guys that were not RCR, took the fight to this fat fuck in the 21. Here's Corey Day with another save. It's like save number 2, but his teammate had a few of those later in the race too, we'll get to momentarily. Oh, speaking of the devil, there he is right there after Tubby swept the first 2 stages. I mean, it's like the NASCAR teammate edition of the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. I guess Rod just saw what his teammate did and decided he wanted to try his own version of trying to save the car in the middle of a big 40-some car pack. And Austin Green, the Subaru man, David Green's son, spun in turn 1, but no caution, even though me and Stephanie thought it was the '07 of Josh Bilicki, but it was hard to tell from a distance. And then after this only round of green flag pit stops, 34 laps to go, come 29 laps to go, that's when shit hit the fan and all hell broke loose. The big one, part 1 at Daytona, it brought out the red flag, to clean the shit up. They stopped the cars in like turn 400 of the trial vote to clean up turn 2 onto the back straightaway. It's like Jeremy Clemens needed to get out of this fucking race car. You don't play with fucking fire. So thankfully, all these crashes at the end, nobody was injured. Thankfully, at least I got my wish. If we're going to see a lot of crashes, I mean, Ryan C came down on Jeb Burton's bumper and caused this big one. Natalie Decker crying by blaming everybody but herself. I mean, to be fair, she looked like she was going to clear it, but Sam Mayer, his luck, see right there, Sam Mayer's luck unfortunately ran out after getting lucky in the first crash. He was not so lucky there. So anyway, the restart with 24 to go, and the Tubby, took 4 tires, and it proved to be the winning strategy, considering he charged to the field like, Dale Sr. in his final Winston Cup win in the 2000 Winston 500, or his son Dale Jr. 2001 Pepsi 400 in the first race that NASCAR raced the Daytona and Winston Cup after Junior's dad lost his life in the 4th turn of the last lap of the 500 3 days after my 7th birthday. So this was kind of reminded me of, I mean, I'm an RCR fan, but because of how fucking dirty Austin Hill is, how much of an arrogant, cocky piece of shit he is as a person, that's why me and several others, RCR fan or not, don't like him. And I think this was, I lost count here. This was, I think, the second big one, I believe. Yeah, the second one. Because there was Yeah, this was the big one, part 2, and this one was a little bigger than the previous one. And I think Jeb Burton was not so lucky here. I don't think. Nope. This one collected more people. William Sawaled, oh yeah, look at that. Corey Day's luck finally ran out. So, I mean, William Sawaled was having an underdog run until that wreck happened. I mean, Caruth, Raja got a piece of it, but he was able to continue because he didn't get as much damage as his teammates. So he was kind of lucky in that one. So, man, this turned out to be a little bit of a big mess at the end. So it's 7 to go. It was, Tubby was back in the front racing his teammate for RCR Super Speedway Supremacy. It's like I said, they haven't learned from last year. Everybody wants to try to be the hero, but you got to pick one driver to be the hero and stick with it if they're going to defeat this fat fucking the 21. And then Raja's luck ran out with his own 2-car spin with the wrecking ball from the truck race from last night. But I don't think he got too much damage because he stayed in the race. And this set up a 2-lap regulation shootout that was surprisingly didn't take us to overtime, thankfully. So, but this was a trash finish. This was really, really trash. I mean, of course, people are scared to try to make a move on this fat fuck to defeat him at his own game. But much like the Gatorade 2125 in race 2 on Thursday night, and the 2015 Aaron's 499 at Talladega, where Junior, basically had basically cheesed his way to there, as in just less like in those races. In this race, nobody tried to fucking win the race. I mean, I think Allgaier tried to make a move. I mean, he pushed Brendan Poole out of the way. He tried to make a move, but the guy behind him, Jordan Anderson, basically was not being a team, not being, teammates go out the window on the last lap at Daytona and Talladega. He was not being very helpful to try to beat this fat fuck in the 21. So they just fucking let him have it. It's like they never learned. It's like, wait until we get to Atlanta next weekend before we go to see the Pistons play the Spurs in Detroit, where we won't have to worry about that maniac, Isaiah Stewart. But I need to get my ass to bed so that way I can be ready for my party tomorrow and hopefully take some more remedies to calm this, straight throat down. So I won't be as, hoarse tomorrow for my party in the 500. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night. I will see you all tomorrow for my annual yearly traditional self-made birthday video at my party to celebrate my Ricky Craven 32nd birthday. And of course, happy Craven year to me. I look forward to celebrating, even though this is going to be my first birthday in Daytona 500 without my grandmother. But that's why I'm having all these people over, not as a party, but more like a gathering to honor her, considering this is the first of everything without a loved one is always the toughest. See you later, everyone.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.